campers. This is the final episode of the series. Is this my twin flame or is this a karmic connection? So, if you have watched all the episodes where I broke down all the characteristics of twin flame connection, really explaining what do they mean, because a lot of people confuse these characteristics, and even though they are in karmic connections, they think they're connected to their twin flame. If you've watched all the episodes, you would know now. By now, you would know with certainty, okay, this is or isn't my twin flame. So, in today's episode, we're gonna be responding to a question. Okay, this is my twin flame. Now what? What do I do with this information? How do I proceed, right? If you really ticked a box to all these episodes, you would have probably been on this journey for a while, right? So you probably already have your own ways of navigating this journey, but I'm going to give you a couple of tips that I think that are very important. What do you do with this information? Well, first of all, you accept that this journey is an incredible gift. Yes, it's painful. Yes, it's difficult. Yes, it's challenging beyond comprehension. Everything on this journey happens in a deep soul level. So our struggles, our pains, our growth is usually something that we walk in silence, right? It's something that very few people can comprehend. And truly, if someone haven't been on this journey, they would never be able to comprehend. But it is a great gift. It is such a privilege. It opens you to truth, to love, to the meaning of life, in a form oh so beautiful that you really have to accept that it is the greatest gift of all. And in the same time, like I said, it's extremely challenging. It's a journey of self-discovery. It's a journey of awakening. It's a journey of stripping the layers of all the shadows, breaking all the generational traumas, collecting the pieces of your lost soul, healing all the past lifetimes, healing the wounds and the pains of your ancestors. It comes with a mission. It's a life of service. You don't live your life for you, what you want, what you think that you deserve. You surrender to where universe pushes you to go, what pushes the universe pushes you to do. You surrender the when and the how in terms of your life, right? So how to navigate this incredibly difficult journey? You guys know I say this all the time. There's so much nonsense about this journey. This is why I'm so vocal about this. This is why I create so much content, because although there's very few of us, because not even a 1/8 of the percent of souls incarnated in human bodies walk this path. But if you think that there are 8 billion people on this planet, there's quite, number wise, percentage wise is very rare, but number wise, quite few of us walk this path. And for whatever reason, in recent times, it becomes a popular topic and a sexy topic, and people talk about it and they have no idea what they talk about, right? 90% of content about twin flame is absolute rubbish. And I say this to you guys all the time, and I always explain the why. First, because a lot of people who talk about this, they haven't been on a journey. So if you haven't been on a journey, you know nothing about the journey, okay? That's number one. Number two is about there's so many charlatans, shallow level spirituality online that create content for what's popular, right? And there's 90% of people who think they're in a twin flame journey, they're actually in a karmic connection. And these people look for information. They feed their delulu. They feed their denial. And the charlatans take advantage. So they create, shallow readings. This person's behind the corner. This person's coming back. They're keeping you, in this vicious loop. So again, 90%, if not more, is rubbish. And there's also a part of content that is created by actual divine feminines. But they're on the beginning of the journey. They're still confused. They're still, in fear mentality. They're still healing. And I talk about this a lot. So if you watch me, you must have heard me say this, that many divine feminines don't understand that as divine feminine, you come with a mission. And we always say you have to discover this mission, you have to be authentic, you have to be seen, you have to be vocal. But the feminists, we have the need to create platforms to be vocal about our spiritual path. But what most feminists don't understand, that only few of the divine feminists on a twin flame journey, their path will actually be linked to love and to guiding other twins, right? Most divine feminists on a twin flame journey, your path will be something completely different. Being a spiritual teacher, Reiki healer, being an actual teacher, being an artist, right? And it will not be part of your mission to talk about this journey. But in the beginning, you're confused and it becomes your whole life. It becomes your obsession. So it's all you can and want to talk about. And it's okay, but it oftentimes creates confusion for other feminists. It creates content that, again, I explain this to you guys all the time. We receive, as channels, we receive two types of downloads. One type of downloads is downloads that are visions, intuitive visions that are relevant for your journey, for your path, things that you need to do, right? It's message for you. And the other part of the channeled message that we received, the downloads that we received, are linked directly to our path. So if you are meant to be, let's say, shaman who does shamanic journey for people to really get them out of very traumatic events, you're going to be receiving downloads, information about that. If you're supposed to be an artist, you're going to be receiving information about that. My mission is linked to leading twin flames. So I received a lot of downloads throughout my journey, specifically about twin flames, the truth of twin flames, what I need to talk about when it comes to twin flames, right? So if it's not linked to your journey, you're going to ramble about it in the beginning, but you're only going to be creating confusion, right? So when you realize that there is a lot of rubbish out there. So how do I navigate this journey? How do I know what's truth and what's not truth? So I myself, I've created a lot of content about this. So you can go to my YouTube. There's a separate playlist. One is about divine love, so content about twin flames. And another one is a masterclass. It's available free. It's a masterclass for divine feminine, for divine masculine. If you're feminine, I recommend you watch both, because we have feminine and masculine energy within, and we are one. So we really have to understand how this path is different for you and your counterpart. Number two thing that I always recommend to you guys is to ask your guides to guide you towards a mentor, another divine feminine who has been through this journey, who is in inner union, who is in a place of peace, whose mission is linked to guide another twins. Whether you're going to resonate with someone like myself, who's a psychic medium and a shadow worker and a reader, or maybe you're going to resonate more with someone who's a coach, or someone who's a shaman, whatever you resonate with, I always recommend signing up for sessions and working on a regular basis with a healer, because this journey is hard. This journey is full of confusions, full of ups and downs. And if you are refusing to work with, we are your mirrors as well, right? It's really difficult for anyone, regardless of the journey you're at. Self-reflection is a difficult thing. Most people underestimate or overestimate their progress, really looking in an unbiased way. This is why also, readers don't read for themselves. We don't read our own energy. We feel it in a different way, right? But having that outside observer help you navigate this journey is very important. So I recommend you do that. If you feel guided to book in with me, you can go to my website. Link is also in my bio, and you can book in through my website. On my website, I also have a couple of really powerful attunements that can help you navigate this journey. Energy attunements, illusions of twin flame journey. It's an attunement that I've done, very powerful and very, very helpful one. So you can use these tools as well. And if you already have, a different mentor, or you're still not ready to have a mentor, you're reluctant, because these one-on-one sessions can be quite intense, but you still feel like you need some tips how to navigate this. Very important thing is to understanding to your very core that this is a journey of self-discovery. This is a journey of finding your way back to home, to yourself, finding the meaning of life, healing, deep healing. So focus on that. If you're not ready for sessions, for shadow work sessions, for healer sessions, start with dedication and with consistency. Through meditation, through journaling, through self-help books, through attunements, through master classes, start to heal. This journey will unravel for you the most amazing things that every year your life will become, you cannot even imagine. You cannot even imagine how beautiful, fulfilling, meaningful, and wonderful your life will become when you manage to strip the layers of your shadows, right? So just do that. That's all you can do. Focus on healing. Focused finger towards you, not towards your masculine, not towards where he is, why he's not here, why he's abandoning me, why he's not with me, when is this happening? Me. How can I be better? How can I give back to this world? What is my mission? How can I help others? What is my path? What is my purpose? Right? So focus on you. I hope this series was helpful. I'm sending you so much love and so much strength. Please like, share, follow, and comment. And again, if you feel like you're guided to start working with me, link is in my bio. I will be honored to hold space for you on this extremely magical journey. And yeah, I wish you all the peace and love in this world. Bye.